Jey Uso finally did it. This is a week later and I'm still hyped. After months and months of Jey trying to become a singles champion for the first time in his career, we got it now. This was the night us Uso fans got the thing we've been waiting for so long, and seeing him get his moment while he was emotional was great. This was long overdue. Jey's one of the most over and most likable wrestlers in the world. He has one of the best theme songs, the fans love him, his entrance and energy is on another level, he got the best catchphrase, his merch is heat, this dude got the full package, no Diddy. And now he finally got the stamp by the WWE, and this was needed. This was a moment that I'll never forget watching live. It was special, one of the best moments of the year. So today, we're gonna look at this long journey to singles gold. Welcome to the Yeet era. But if I'm being for real, going into this, I thought this video was gonna be completely different. Cause once they announced Breakker vs Uso, I already had it planned that I was gonna do a video on Jey. And I'm happy this isn't gonna be a disrespectful one. Cause bro, I was gonna go in. I had all my notes ready. We were gonna talk about how WWE was dropping the ball with him. One of the most hardest workers in the company, and they just kept folding. But nah, WWE finally made the right move with him, and I can't even be mad. Everything worked out. It's better late than sorry. Throughout Jey Uso's full career, he's always been successful. He started off on one of the greatest tag teams ever with his twin brother Jimmy Uso. Just being in that tag team alone was a Hall of Fame worthy career. The Usos were the best tag team in my generation. Every kid my age loved them, they were the coolest. After some years with his twin, he got paired up with Roman Reigns in the Bloodline, and this right here is the greatest faction and story of all time. I can't even think of a close second. The success this faction completed was once in a lifetime. We'll never see a group like them ever. For Jey's career, this was the most important thing, cause this is where he became main event Jey Uso. Then when Sammy was in the Bloodline, Jey and Sammy's chemistry was crazy. Sammy had him breaking character every week, and they were giving us crazy segments. They really became stars together. The character development for Jey at that time was cinema. It showed us a different side of Jey. It showed us the way he gets treated by his own family and why he acts the way he did. At this time, the fans started to get behind him. He was at another level. Like, Jey turn on Roman was one of the best turns ever. One of the best moments of 2023. And then at Money in the Bank that year, Jey pinned Roman. This was the first time Roman got pinned since 2019. He never got pinned as a tribal chief, so this was shocking. Bro, after this, there were so many fans that wanted Jey to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns, and I was one of them. The Bloodline started with those two, and the story they told for all of those years was one of the greatest ever. Man, if Cody couldn't beat him, let Jey do it. But SummerSlam of 2023 is a night that I try to forget. I really got a bad history with SummerSlam, bro. Cause Jey vs Roman and Bloodline rules for the Undisputed Championship was horrible. Don't get me wrong, the story to get to the match was perfect, but the match was miserable. It was supposed to just be a one-on-one, but Solo and Roman was out here jumping this man the whole night. And of course, Jey kept fighting and fighting back. Hit him with the spear and Uso splash. But a man with a hood drags Jey out the ring, and it was Jimmy. Yeah, this was a terrible decision. I hated this then and I hate it today. This wasn't the way to do that. After 3 long years of success, manipulation, and betrayal by his own blood, it was time for him to be by himself. He told us deuces, ooses, and went to Raw. No twin, no bloodline. His biggest goal was to become a singles champion, something he's never done in his career. He wanted to become his own person without his family. And man, for him chasing his dream, he always had the worst luck. When he first moved to Monday Night Raw, the first thing that I thought was, he should be the one to dethrone Gunther. I felt like he would have been the best babyface to do it. It would have been a legendary moment, bro. Every fan loved and respected Jey. But still, we didn't get that moment yet. Cause when we got Gunther vs Jey, they cooked. And Jey even looked like he could actually win. He hit that man with the splash and spear. 1, 2, Jimmy. This man Jimmy went out of his own way to cost his twin brother out of another championship match. Bro, that's jealousy at his finest. Dude's miserable. After WrestleMania 40, he finished up his feud with Jimmy. Great story, cool match. I'm out on that train that that's the worst match of the year, but they definitely should have had a stipulation in that match. That feud was too personal not to have one. But anyways, after this, he went back to fight for a singles championship. He failed against Gunther, but he still wanted to complete his dream. So he became the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship by the help of CM Punk, and he was set to face Damian Priest at Backlash. Yo, when we got this match, Jey gave us one of the most legendary entrances ever. He had every fan in that arena hyped, every fan in that arena wanted him to win. Dude's entrance never disappointed, and this one was 101. The crowd was losing it. But still, even with all of that, all the love from the fans, Jey still couldn't win singles gold. We got the spear and splash combo, the 2 moves of death. But the Judgment Day came out and cost this man the match. Bro, if it wasn't gonna be his family, someone else was gonna screw him. Uso couldn't catch a break. And for me right here, I was starting to feel like, man, maybe it would just never happen. But of course, I still had a little bit of hope until something stupid happened again. Cause now for the thing that messed me up the most, the thing that made me really mad was at Money in the Bank 24. Bro, Jey was in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He was a favorite to win the match. He was the cover of the pay-per-view. Yeet in the bank. It was only right? Everything was lined up perfectly. It couldn't get any better than this. Almost everyone predicted him to win. But nope. They gave the Money in the Bank to Drew McIntyre out of all people. They could have at least gave it to Gable. But nah, they wanted to waste some Money in the Bank this year. Cause the same night Drew won it, Punk cost him it. And one day we lost some Money in the Bank, and I don't care what anyone says, but this was a horrible decision. And this is coming from a CM Punk fan, someone who loves the whole Drew and Punk feud. But they didn't need this. It wasn't worth the whole briefcase. I definitely heard this phrase from someone, but I'ma say it. They added fire to a house that was already on fire. That feud didn't need the Money in the Bank. It was already the hottest feud in wrestling. They should have gave it to someone who would have benefited from it. And Jey was the perfect guy to win it. With all of the BS that was happening every time Jey had an opportunity to become a singles champion, it started to feel impossible. It started to feel like it was just never gonna happen. After all of those big losses, the IWC started to turn on him. They clowned him for never winning the important matches, for being called main event Jey Uso, but never delivering in the main event matches. But on September 23rd, 2024, all of that dumb stuff was gonna be erased. It was a Monday Night Raw main event. Jey Uso vs. Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. The week before the match, the two went face to face. Breaker was saying Jey is nothing without his family, and Jey was saying he's gonna end his title reign faster than his NFL career. And yo, this feud got personal real quick. With just one promo, everyone was ready to see the match. A lot of people wanted Jey to win, but still, it didn't seem possible. Because Braun Breaker is a beast and a menace. He squashed and took the IC championship from Sammy, and before this he almost killed a man on national TV, and he threw Ricochet into a car, and now he's on AEW. Bro, Braun is tough, and it's only his rookie year on the main roster, so this match was not finna be easy for Jey at all. Before the match started, bro, everyone was ready to see this. Whether you were going for Jey or Breaker, this was exciting. Jey came out through the crowd with all the fans excited, and Breaker came out looking like a monster ready for war. The match was set, and most people going into this knew this was gonna be Jey's last chance for a while. In the match, the two was going back and forth. Braun was casually doing top rope Frankensteiners, and Jey kept fighting back. With about 5 minutes left of Monday Night Raw, Breaker is getting ready to hit Jey with a spear, but Jey counters it with his own. Then he hits him with a splash and goes for the pin. In these few seconds, everyone's thinking maybe, just maybe, Jey can actually win this match. Maybe he will finally complete his mission. Kick out. Yo, this kick out was a shot in the heart. It was the worst feeling. That count was way too close. Everyone in that arena thought it was over, but they took it from us again. After that reality kicked in, he was not going to win a singles championship. It was too good to be true. Breaker came back to life, and everyone was thinking this match was over. But Jey kept fighting. He kept showing life. He speared Braun through the barricade, speared him in the ring, and then hit him with another splash. He goes for the pin, and time felt like it was moving in slow motion. All I'm thinking is, who's gonna pull up? Who's gonna screw him this time? But no one did. He won the match. Jey finally got the moment he deserved for the longest. He gave his fans a moment we'll never forget. Jey finally won the Intercontinental Championship, and when it happened, the crowd went insane. This night was special, and it almost didn't feel real. Cause with all the months of delay, it started to feel like it would never happen. So hearing that 1, 2, 3, it was just so surreal. This was an unpredictable title change that we haven't gotten in a while with all the super long title reigns. Especially to get this on a random Monday Night Raw, that was crazy. I'm happy for Uso. Jey's always been one of my favorites, from his Uso days to when they were on SmackDown Live against the New Day, then to the Bloodline storyline. Throughout the years, he's become one of my favorite wrestlers ever, and definitely my favorite wrestler to go see at events. His energy is unmatched and is contagious. Every time I go to a WWE event and I see Jey, he has the best crowd reactions. He's tough. I've been hearing people say that he's this generation's Jeff Hardy, and honestly, I wasn't around to watch Hardy at that time. I was only like 4 in 09, but hearing the stories of how legendary and loved that man was, it reminds me a lot of how us fans feel about Jey Uso today. I honestly don't care what no one says. Jey deserved to win the IC championship a long time ago, and I'm happy it happened now. I can't wait to see what he's gonna do with this championship, or how long this reign is gonna be, or who will he fight during it. There's so many options, there's so many feuds that would cook, but the thing I definitely know is that we will be getting a fighting champion. Don't be surprised if we start getting the open challenges back, bro. But let me know how this made you guys feel. Whether you were against Jey getting this win or not, let me know down below, because I'm very interested in what y'all thought about all of this. Also, let me know if you want more videos like this about current wrestling, cause bro, wrestling is about to start cooking like crazy soon. Anyways, peace out y'all, and enjoy y'all day.